The Whispering Dead. I work the night shift at the city morgue, where silence is the norm. One night, as I was organizing paperwork, I heard faint whispers echoing through the cold halls. At first, I thought my mind was playing tricks on me, but the whispers grew louder and more insistent. I followed the sound to the autopsy room, where the voices seemed to converge. The room was empty, save for a recently deceased body on the table. The whispers were coming from the body itself. My heart pounded as I approached, the air growing colder with each step. The voice was unmistakable now, a desperate plea for help. "Please, help me." I stumbled back, my blood running cold. There was no way this could be real. I blinked, and the whispering stopped. The body lay motionless, just as it should. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. From that night on, the whispers continued, growing louder with each passing shift, a constant reminder that the dead might not be as silent as they seem. The Vanishing Cadaver. Working in a morgue, you see a lot of strange things, but nothing prepared me for the Vanishing Cadaver. It was a quiet night, and I was cataloging the latest arrivals. One body, in particular, caught my attention. A middle-aged man with no identification. I logged his details and moved on. An hour later, I returned to find his slab empty. Panic set in. I searched every corner of the morgue, but he was nowhere to be found. I checked the security footage, and what I saw chilled me to the bone. At exactly 3:15 a.m., the man sat up, looked directly at the camera, and smiled before climbing off the slab and walking out of view. I rewound the footage multiple times, unable to believe my eyes. The doors were all locked, and no alarms had been triggered. He had simply vanished into thin air. To this day, I have no explanation for what happened. The man was never found, and the incident remains a haunting mystery that keeps me awake at night. The shadow in the morgue. It was a typical night shift at the morgue, and I was alone as usual. The fluorescent lights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As I was prepping a body for autopsy, I noticed a shadow moving in the corner of my eye. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, but then it moved again. I turned to look, and there it was, a tall, dark figure standing at the edge of the room, just outside the reach of the light. My heart pounded in my chest as I stared at it, frozen in fear. The shadow didn't move, but I could feel its eyes on me, watching. I forced myself to look away, hoping it would disappear. When I glanced back, it was gone. I breathed a sigh of relief, but the feeling of being watched never left. For the rest of the night, I kept seeing glimpses of the shadow, always at the edge of my vision, never fully in sight. The experience left me shaken, and even now, I can't enter that room without feeling a cold shiver down my spine. The shadow's presence lingers, a dark reminder that some things can't be explained.